Hey Internet, Jesse at Ish Guitars here. Today we're talking about hang drums, which is usually nothing that we talk about because we do all these fancy guitars and such. But I was at a good friend of mine's house the other day, and she had this gorgeous hang drum. It was, a couple grand kind of thing. And I played it, and I had to have one. So I did what any other good American would do, and I went on to eBay. Actually, I looked through the whole internet, and I found the cheapest hang drum I could get. This guy was about 400 bucks and free shipping. And I wasn't expecting too much out of a $400 hang drum. Sounds like a lot, but most of these drums are $1,200 to $2,500-ish, let's just say, and relatively hard to get. So this was the first time I had seen a hang drum that was actually sub $1,000. The Chinese must have finally figured out how to make one of these. So I wanted to answer 3 questions today. 1, is it any good overall? 2, is it tuned correctly? Because that's the hardest part about a steel drum, is to get it tuned correctly. And 3, and finally, can you play chords on it? And that's one of the most important parts about a hang drum, is that since you have this cool tuning, to be able to play chords. So, is it any good overall? Let's hear. Now, actually, I should mention, it comes with these little mallet things. It also comes with this cool little stand that's under here, and then it also comes with a carrying case. All this for like 400 bucks. Now, most hang drums are played with your hands, or at least when you see them on YouTube videos, people are playing them with their hands. And I'm going to do both of those for you, but I will play with the mallets first. You'll see why. Okay. There you go. I'm going to do something kind of similar with my hands, just to give you a general idea here. Okay, so first thoughts is now you see why I played with the mallets. They're definitely have a lot more attack to them, but you can actually get an attack out of these things. You can actually hear them. When I play with my hands, it's pretty darn quiet. On my friend's fancy hang drum, everything, you just barely touch the thing and it resonates. This one, you gotta whack it. You gotta kind of give it some force. But it does make sound. Does it resonate very much? No, it doesn't have a very long decay on the notes. So when you hit something, this is a D, it doesn't hang out too long. Now, of course, I'm hitting the edge of these notes right now. You can also hit in the center here too, using the mallets. It's a little different tone versus kind of interesting. So how does it sound overall? Okay. It is a hang drum. It sounds pretty cool, but it doesn't have that long decay. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. So secondly, does it stay in tune? Now, this is the most important thing for any instrument, right? Because if it's not the correct tuning, you can't play with other people, you can't play chords, things like that. So I have my little tuner right here, my little snark tuner, and this is a non-terribly scientific test, okay? But these work great on guitars, so let's see what we've got here. That one seems like it's pretty much dead on. Our A is a bit sharp. Looking maybe a little sharp there too. D is a little flat. Little sharp. Really sharp. Really flat. Really flat. And sort of close. So is it in tune? Kind of. And that brings us to our third and final point here, which is, can you play chords on it? To me, this is the most important part of a hang drum, is to be able to play these beautiful chords. So let me give you a quick example. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Even with it being a little bit out of tune, doesn't sound bad at all. The problem is that that was me continuously hitting these notes. And I've played this drum before I made this video, so I know that I kind of have to do that to keep it ringing. The issue is, if you want to play it in a more traditional hang drum type of manner, the notes decay so fast, there's not really anything that makes you be able to make a three-note chord. For example, so you hear, especially when I slow down a little bit, you're just barely getting a chord out of it because the first note has already decayed so far that you can't even really hear it anymore. If you do it fast, it works okay. Then it sounds pretty cool, but you've got to do everything pretty quickly. So does it sound pretty good overall? Yeah, sort of. Is it in tune? Yeah, sort of. Can you play chords on it? Yeah, sort of. So, for $400, it's a neat thing. It's fun to screw with if you want to screw with one. If you really want to dive into a hang drum, you should probably save up and get a little bit nicer one. And there you have it. Simple as that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our videos to see lots of fun more things. And yeah, see you soon.